Hey everyone, today we are going to solve LeetCode question number 34, which is find the first and the last position of an element in a sorted array. In this problem, we are given a sorted array in a target element. Our goal is to find the first and last position where the target appears in the array. Now let's understand the question first. Let's understand it with the example. Suppose we have an array nums. The elements of the array are 5, 7, 7, 8, 8 and 10 and the target is 8. We can see that 8 appears twice at index 3 and at index 4. So our output should be an array of that both index like 3, 4. If the target element isn't found, we simply return minus 1, minus 1. Now, since the array is sorted, an ideal optimized solution should use binary search. It's more optimized and better way to use it. But let's first understand the simpler linear approach to build the intuition. So let's understand the approach we are going to use over here. We are going to use the single traversal linear scan of the array. The idea is to initialize two variables at first, the last and first variables, and both of them should be initialized at minus 1 at start. These will store the first and the last occurrences of the target. Now loop through the array whenever we find the target. If it is the first time we've seen it, we update both first and last at, to the index. If we see it again, we just update last to the new index. Finally, we are going to return the array of first and last. This method is more simple and optimized. So let's look at the code and then we'll understand all the steps of the code in detail. First of all, let's make a vector answer to store the answer array. Now we are going to create two variables, first and last, and both of them should be would be initialized at minus 1 in the beginning. Now int last, it would be also minus 1. Now we are going to apply a for loop to iterate through all the elements of an array. I should be less than nums of size. Yeah. Now here we are going to apply some if-else condition to check if the nums of I is equals to the target value. If it is equal, then we are going to apply another if condition to check if first is equals to minus 1. If it is equals to minus 1, then we are going to swap the first value to the I and last to the I. Now let's push all the first and the last in the answer. Now let's return answer. Now let's run it and check if it is correct or not. Yeah, it's correct. So let's dry run and see what's happening in the code. So we start with the first and last variable from 0 minus 1, meaning the target hasn't been found yet. Then we go through each element one by one. Then when we find a match, if first is equals to minus 1, that means that this is the first time we found the target. We always update last since this could be the most recent occurrence, and then after the loop, we push both indices into our answer vector and return it. So it's a very easy question, though it is labeled as a medium level question, but it is easy. So that's how we solve question number 34, which is find first and last position of element in sorted array.